Hi, Sarah here, NextGEN Medium. I'm a psychic medium intuitive and I give readings, but I also like to help people with their development and training of using their soul abilities for themselves, like their psychic, their intuitive, their mediumship. And my mission is to make people aware that they too can do this stuff. I think all human beings are capable of tapping into this. It's just where you focus and a little bit of conditioning for you to be able to tap into it and to use it. And so I help people with development, and I have a podcast, I have a blog, my website NextGen Medium is all about that stuff, and I like to do a vlog, and this is what it is. And you're here. So I do this thing called Reddit Answers, where I go to Reddit and see what kind of questions people have, because I think a lot of the questions that I see in the subreddits are great questions to bring to people who are in their development, because they might have the same question. And so we are going to the subreddit of Medium, and we're looking at user Rose-Wilson, who brought up a question, very straightforward. The headline is, how often do you deal with spiritual attachments attached to yourself? I know spirits are very attracted to us because of our abilities. I'm wondering, how many do you deal with? So again, I believe that everybody has these abilities. So I don't think so much people are attracted because some people have abilities and some don't. I think some people are just more aware of external energy. As for attachments, I don't know. I don't think that people haunt you, discarnates or other entities. I think they're there and their energy is there for you to pick up. And if you're tapped into it without knowing, I can see how there would be sort of an attachment there that you could perceive. But I think free will is always the way. So another way I would explain that is nothing is done without your permission. So you always have that option to close off a connection, close off the stream of energy that you've tapped into that is a stream of energy from an individual. So I don't feel like anybody attaches themselves to me. It's more of they may be around and I'm sort of picking up on them being around and allowing their presence. But if you are feeling like you have an attachment that you do not want around, then I feel like if you just kind of consciously close off that particular entity, whatever feelings that it gives you, there's a choice there, and there is an ability for you to shut that off. And I think it's as easy as imagining your net of reception coming in closer to you. Just imagining what that net looks like in your mind's eye, or what it feels like in your presence, and just bringing it in closer to you. And so I do see that some people have already responded to this. And one person said, I shield myself daily in my space and home once a week. I do regular check-ins if anything feels off. I will say that I do not do it daily. In fact, I do it fairly infrequently now, because I feel like once you start tapping into, and I'm not saying that that person's wrong, I'm just saying from what I do, how I do things, I feel like once I've shielded myself enough, it sort of gets in automatic mode. And so I just don't have to do it as frequently. And I think that happens with a lot of things that you tune into. Once you start getting the hang of your intuition, you notice it less frequency, but its effects are much more integrated in your everyday life because you start doing it following it automatically. So that would just be an example. So shielding myself, not what I've had to do recently, and I don't feel like I need to. There have been times when I feel like my energy is through the roof, like super anxious. And with that, I feel like my energy is out of control and it feels like I want to crawl out of my skin. And with that, I do a white light meditation where basically I am controlling the flow of energy in my body. And with that, I feel like I get more control and I feel more comfortable with the energy that's going through me. People have other suggestions, but I guess my viewpoint is if you feel there's an attachment, I think there's something that you are allowing in, and there's responsibility for you to take to shut it off. And that's what you get with NextGEN Medium. If you need help with your development, if you want to sit down and have a consult or reading, or both, go to my website, nextgenmedium.com, and you can schedule that. There is a $50 deposit, so that will hold the date. But from there, you can pick the day and time, whatever works good for you. And you can check out the NextGEN Medium podcast wherever podcasts are played. You can get that for free to help you with your development. So check out other Reddit Answers videos that could help you on your journey. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.